What if I told you there's a lost city older than the pyramids, a city so ancient that its discovery could shine new light on what we know about ancient Egypt? This is the real-life mystery of Thinis, the first capital of unified Egypt. Founded over 5,000 years ago, Thinis was the launchpad for pharaonic rule, the city from which King Narmer united Upper and Lower Egypt. But today, its location is one of the most elusive and potentially groundbreaking sites in Egyptology. The city of Thinis was founded at the dawn of the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under King Narmer. That puts us about 3100 BC. And that early date also puts us near to the era of the actual Scorpion King. Now, the city became the center from which Narmer orchestrated the merging of Upper and Lower Egypt. And its name might mean the high or distinguished land. It's hard to say for certain, but the name Thinis likely reflects the city's high status in some way. So the ruins would likely be packed with administrative records, tools of governance, and probably ritual artifacts of some kind. So the historical significance is tremendous. But what do we actually know about its location, and how do we know it? We know about Thinis from ancient Egyptian inscriptions and the writings of several ancients, including the Egyptian historian Manetho. Now, he is writing during the early 3rd century BC, and he tells us that Thinis was the home of unified Egypt's first rulers. Now, Thinis is believed by some to have been located near the modern-day city of Abydos. Excavations in this area have been ongoing for years, although no definitive city ruins have ever been uncovered. But while direct physical evidence of Thinis has never been found, many important early Egyptian artifacts, such as pottery, ceremonial objects, they've all been discovered near and around Abydos. Archaeologists believe that the city was a major administration center, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of perhaps 10,000 people at its peak. Researchers suspect that Thinis could be buried beneath later settlements. Some believe it might actually be under the modern-day city of Girga. Now, here's the crazy part. Roughly a century ago, ruins were actually visible near the edges of the city of Girga, but they were either destroyed or they were built over. But besides Girga, a few other locations have been proposed for Thinis. The first is a place called El Birba. Now, John Gardner Wilkinson, a 19th century Egyptologist, proposed that this modern village might be the site of Thinis due to its proximity near Abydos and the meaning of El Birba's name, which means the temple. Other archaeologists have pointed to the mud brick ruins there. There's a statue of Ramses II that's been found, and even a stone falcon. All of that, plus its strategic location on the Karga Oasis trade route, make it a prime contender for the location of Thinis. Other locations have been proposed for Thinis, but none of them have the claim that El Birba does. All hope of finding the city of Thinis isn't lost, but it will definitely be a challenge. That's because unlike the pyramids or other Egyptian temples built from stone, Thinis was likely constructed from mud brick. Add to that the Nile's unpredictable flooding, which has buried entire cities under layers of sediment. You've got a mystery that's as much about geology as it is about history. That said, modern technology is giving us new hope. Satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar are mapping the surface around Abydos and searching for hidden foundations, walls, and other structures that could eventually lead us to the lost city of Thinis. Some scholars are also revisiting texts and inscriptions that mention Thinis, looking for any clues whatsoever about its exact location. Thinis hasn't left us ruins or towering monuments that we can learn from. It's a ghost, at least for now. There's just so much we could learn if the city were found, because unlike isolated tombs or temples, Thinis' urban footprint, it would expose the machinery of a new kingdom. Discovering it would be like finding the first chapter of a book we've been reading for centuries.